Race 4, the Blackwoods Hitachi, benchmark 80. Hitachi, remember the old Hitachi cassettes? Don't move back. Yeah. Charlie, get on your lounge. Go on, over there. Prices. Yes. Holy Moly 550, Barramilla 550, Tibbet 550, 440 Zava float, 380 secluded. The rest are all big odds.
Settled on two here, both Chris Weller's horses. Titbit's the first one. Thought it went good first up. Obviously, it suggests that on paper. Horse that normally improves a bit second up. I'm always a little bit wary about the sort of the middle distance type of horses running in well first up. They can go a bit flat second up, but wouldn't be surprised if this one kept on going because she had the two trials going in that first up run. So I wouldn't be surprised if she actually held a run here. This could be like a third up run for her. And Eliza Blues at bigger odds. Just coming back off a little let up. Wallace stretched her out to the 2200 metres. She ran second in the Queensland Oaks. I'm always cautious about those Oaks races, but back to the 1500 metres. I think the blinkers go on. Just a little sense of intent from him, so I wouldn't be surprised if she ran an improved race as well.
So I think Secluded's a horse to beat. She's knocking on the door. Form reads well. She finished close up behind Classics. It's won again. Then was a little bit stiff. When I say stiff, she had a chance, but you know, another half a stride and she wins their last start. Win's not far away. Young Sammy Clipperton's riding as well as anyone in Sydney at the moment. He's riding really well, a 2 kilo claimer, and you get a 2 kilos off to boot. $3.80. $3.80 at this time of the year doesn't excite me, but I think it's a horse they've all got to beat. Okay. But I think it's a pretty even race because if you have a look at the two form races that they come out of, they were all pretty close their last start. So danger race for me.
Okay.
All right. Race 5, the Blackwoods Uvex Safety. What are all these things? Geez, they've got some different pros. I don't know.
And do you use that in conjunction with Alum Lube?
I don't know. You'll have to research that and let us know next week. Look, he's not happy with that land. He wants the one in the office. All right. Cantonese, $4. Keep letting you on. Scream Machine, $6. Bright Estate, $50. Travolta, $6.50. Lacripidus, $4. And the rest are all $13 or better.
Take your point. They do keep letting everyone on, don't they, on Cantonese? I guess I'm just worried about when the bubble bursts, you know.
Well, it's hard to jump on when he's won 4 of his last 5 or 5 of his last 6. It's hard to sort of jump in now, but...
You could have said that last start almost, though, couldn't you? And he came out and beat them pretty
well. It's like when you're playing a poker machine and it's on a red run. Like,
I know.
There comes a time it's going to go black. So.
It's going to go black. That's what I always think. Mate, look, I thought Lacripidus and Travolta, I thought one of those two would beat him this week. Reason being is, we'll start with, say, Travolta. It's gay when she gets these sort of middle distance staying type horses, and she brings them through the grades first up. We saw it with Western Symbol in the autumn. I don't think this bloke's in that same class, but I can definitely see...
Gay's not in Sydney at the moment.
Yeah, I know she's not in Sydney at the moment, which is... Everyone always goes when she's in.
Well, it's true. There are facts to say that it's true, mate, because there was a stat produced there yesterday. Last time she was away, she had something like, I think 18 horses open favourite while she was away. Only 8 of them started favourite or something, and not one of them won. You know, that's a pretty damning stat, mate.
So the punters are still sending them out favourites, even though...
Sometimes, they... 18, I think, open favourite last time she was away. Only 8 of those started favourite. Yeah. Yet all 18 of them got beaten.
All got beaten, yeah.
Mate, they can deny it as much as they want. The fact of the matter is, the results on the board say that the stable, when Gay goes away, the stable don't go as well. She sent one round there on Tuesday. Yep. On Wednesday at Warwick Farm. They sent it was $1.40 to $1.80, and it went like a $180 chance.
She's Bella.
It was plain.
Oh, well, we don't tip it then. I think this thing can still get the job done.
I'm just saying, it's something you've got to be aware of. Like, when's she come back?
About a week or so.
There you go.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it with this thing. A lot of the work was done before it had its first up run anyway. and got a touch of class about it. Still nice lean down on the weights there. And Lucribitus probably should have won his last 2 starts. His horse could actually be 3 from 3 this preparation, and is typical of Chris Waller, just been given plenty of time throughout his career. And, I think one of these two will knock off Cantonese, but I wouldn't be surprised if he kept on winning.
At the price, I think you got to tip him. He's won 5 of his last 6. Yeah, granted he goes up in weight, but he was dominant there last start. He was dominant the time before. Only got 56.5 after the claim for Jenny Duggan. The horse runs for her. Question marks over the Goulburn Cup form, big time.
Kinnersley won.
Not convinced about the Travolta form. River of Salvation was very close in that. Lucribitus, yeah, you can make a case for him, but he's starting to become costly. He's been knocked off as favourite his last couple. I know he's not having the best of luck, but
well, it's funny because he's $4 and so is Cantonese. He goes out. And
well, one's winning and one's having no luck, and one gives himself a chance to win because he just gets out there and doesn't have to pass horse. So, be interesting to see. What will be interesting to see is what they do with Travolta here. You know, do they put a bit of pressure on here up to the 2,000? Geez, a big jump. 1,300, 2,000. Leave me out of that. And if anyone can do it, gay horses can do it, but leave me out of that. No thanks. I think everything to me points back to the toppy. But I haven't been on in the last 6, so I ain't getting on this time.
Fair enough.
I'll watch. I'll have a bet in race 5 at Newcastle instead.
What's at race 5 at Newcastle?
No, well, I'm going to be up there with the boys from the football trip. So, yeah. Or maybe I'll just go back to the bar.
I just wouldn't even bet. I'd just be drinking if I were you.
Oh, yeah, but I'm an old mate. I don't like next mornings if I do that. All right. Race 6, the Festival Stakes, 1,500.
Here we go.
Monton, $12. Triple Elegance, 21. Cabernet, 5. 15 Darcy Be Good. 17 Thumbtacks. 850 Malavio. 13 Tromso. 11 Classics. Shadows in the Sun, 15. Galar, 550. 15 Gangster's Choice.
I backed Classics last start and was very happy. It's the second leg of a double. But she's just got the perfect run in the last 2 starts and has only just won. I don't know if she's a miler or even a 1,500 metre horse. So
big class jump, this.
And it's a big class jump. She's had 3 cracks at Stakes Company and hasn't run a hole. She has run 4th to Squamosa in the run to the Rose a while ago. I also packs another horse. I tried to ring John Thompson before. He's obviously had him pegged as a stay as a 3-year-old. They're keeping him in and around those mile races now, and he just seems to be performing a bit better. But again, he comes out of that Goulburn Cup form, which you've spoken about. The horse I'm going to tip is Thumbtacks. I think I've just gone through this form time and time again, and I think he could be ready for this type of race. He's absolute model of consistency for like virtually 12 months now. His track and distance form is fantastic. His first up effort behind Classics was good, was very good. I can see him, he's had the 2 runs, the 2 trials leading into this. Again, that acts as almost a third up run here. I think he's drawn to get the right run. I could have something on him at the price, and same with Chris's other horse, Triple Elegance as well. If you go back through his form, he's sort of been aimed at races a bit better than this in the past, and when he gets on the dry track, I'm not sure if this horse is a miler. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's better around the 1,300 and 1,400 metres, and his work's probably cut out a bit from the wide gate, but if you actually have a look at his form around this level on dry tracks, it's pretty good.
Yep. Oh,
and he's got a bit of class.
He gets 1,500 fine at Roseville. Yeah. There's no problems there.
Well, he got beaten about a length by Sincero a bit over 12 months ago in the Group 1 George Main Stakes.
Yeah. I'm with Galar. If you're ever going to make Galar a best bet, this is the race. His form this preparation is just levels above these. He got beaten 2.6 first up, set weights and penalties with 57 kilos. Hallowell Bell won the race with 53.5. He gave a 3.5. He gave 2 kilos to King's Rose, and he carried the same weight as Spirit of Boom, and he was within 2.5 lengths of them. He then went to Caulfield, didn't have the greatest of luck, finished 2.1 behind Whatever Whenever and King's Rose, then went to Flemington, hit the front way too early in the race, and he's got beaten a short half head behind Good Value, beating home Strike the Stars and the Light carrying 57.
Do you think
He drops.
Hey?
Hey?
Do you think he
Hit the front way too early, mate. Way too early. Blinkers go on. He drops 20 grades and drops in weight. He drops 3.5 kilos in weight, and he drops panels in grade.
He drops 20 grades on his last run.
Yeah, definitely. Strike the Stars, a multiple Group 1 placed animal. You know, that's...
What about Good Value?
Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Good Value goes all right. There's nothing wrong with him.
He's not 20 grades above this lot.
Oh, mate. Flemington during Melbourne Cup week compared to this time of the year at Rose Hill? You're kidding. $5.50, good draw, best bet of the day by miles.
There you go.
By
I don't
miles.
reckon he gets him. I mean, it's 15. I don't reckon he gets a mile. I reckon that's why he got beaten last start. He should have won that race. He's a cat over a mile.
He's a cat. He's a cat, is he?
He's a cat.
You're miles off the mark. He's not a cat. He's just not as good as everyone thought he was. All right, but his form last prep is prep
his
is
form's
outstanding compared to these races, and he drops 3 kilos. Like, he's the only bet I'll be having on Saturday. Oh, actually, no, he's not. I might have one more.